every Saturday. Local chefs create savory and artistic dishes for you to enjoy making in your own home. So add a new recipe to your collection that is sure to be a family favorite here at Scenic Vantage Point.
Welcome back to What's Cooking at the Market at Vantage Point in downtown Port Huron. I'm Denise Danklaw from Port Huron Hospital. And in our first segment, Chef Neil from Pompeii's Pizzeria and Italian Eatery made a fabulous dish called Spicy Chicken and Artichoke Toscana, and we shared that with our live audience. What do you think? Yes.
Thank you.
Everybody loved it. It was fabulous. So you'll want to get down to Pompeii's and get some of your very own. In this segment, we're going to cook some shrimp primavera.
Yes, we are.
So let's start. It looks like we have some nice color here, Neil. I hear that's healthy.
Yep, and we have an array of vegetables. We have, again, the Spanish onion. We have fresh eggplant, broccoli. These are fresh, like a silver dollar mushroom we use. Red and green peppers. Those are the bell peppers. Some fresh garlic. We have shrimp this time. This is a 2125 shrimp. And our house pasta is cavatappi. And then our homemade marinara that we use at the restaurant.
Okay, let's go back to the, what kind of shrimp?
It's a 2125. That's the count size. That means
okay.
21 after it's peeled. It's 21.25 per pound.
Okay, and this is
that's the general range of it.
This has been peeled and deveined.
Yes.
For our purposes.
Yeah, that's
right?
what we do at the restaurant, and actually we get them in peeled and deveined, but that's the size we use. They go from, you can get the salad shrimp, which is like a, I want to say 80 to 90, and then a U10 is like less than 10 per pound.
Okay, so. And tell me about this homemade marinara sauce.
We use a fresh tomato base. We use diced, like a kind of a, well, not even diced, just as a crushed tomato base out of California. And then we, doctor it up, and it cooks about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
And that's, we use the same base, and we add meat and onion and pepper to our meat sauce at the restaurant. But yeah, the sauces are homemade. I mean, we don't crush our own tomatoes, but we use a great base, and we just kind of doctor it from there, and people love it.
So this is very healthy too.
Yeah, this is the marinara, so there's no meat in that. I mean, this is probably one of the healthiest dishes we have. Some people actually at the restaurant, when they don't want pasta, they'll order over spinach.
Oh.
So we do over fresh spinach, and then we also started getting gluten-free.
Nice.
We have a gluten-free a rice pasta. We have a gluten-free pizza dough that we also use for garlic cheese breads, and we also have 2 gluten-free alcoholic beverages: the Woodchuck cider and Red Bridge beer. So. Okay,
well, that goes with that full bar he was talking about earlier.
And the pizza.
There you go. So if we're going to talk some more about Pompeii, tell us a little bit more about the catering opportunities through the restaurant.
Well, we do, a lot of the stuff off the menu. Some of the stuff I'll suggest not to do because it doesn't hold so well. I'm a little kind of a stickler for making sure when you're eating it, it's going to be awesome. So most of the menu items we can do off that. We also have a Rent-A-Chef catering business. It was 13 years this year we started that, and that's on site. We go right on site. We do coney dogs to Alaskan king crab legs, pasta stations, omelet stations. And the premise to that is fresh as possible. So when you're eating at 20 minutes old, when you guys, we do buffet, we do small parties, large parties, pig roast. The largest party we did was at the pig roast for 1,200. That was at the Seaway Terminal back in '05. And we're open to try and do anything. If I can't do it, I'll let you know. But it's we have a wide variety of what we can offer on the catering.
And if somebody they don't need a chef, but they want the food, they can come and pick it up also.
Yeah, and we can do drop-offs, and we have equipment, chafers and things that will, put in with it as far as a package price and stuff. So, but yeah, we do drop off or pick up in that respect.
That's awesome. So, yeah. You mentioned that you have 2 rooms at the restaurant, and I think you said that oftentimes you could do private parties there as well.
We've done bridal showers and birthdays and wedding rehearsals and things like that, where we have about 50 people in each room, and so we've actually closed the restaurant for a couple parties as well at different slower times. It might be not Friday, Saturday nights, but we've had people rent the whole restaurant as well. And we have a full bar. We did put the addition on in '04, and it's has windows right. You can see, about half the room can see the river.
Yes,
it's kind of a nice room. We renovated the existing room we bought with the building, and we try to make it as nice as possible.
Absolutely. And where are you located?
We're at 1120 Military Street, and which is actually right behind us, but it's right downtown Port Huron.
And your hours of operation?
We're open 7 days, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sunday, noon to 9.
So this is your life.
Yeah, I've been cooking since I've been 15. My wife's been in the business for years, and we put together as a team, and we've done well with it. So
I'm anxious to know where Neil got his passion for cooking. Let's talk about that.
Well, my mom got me into it when I was a kid, and obviously I haven't missed many meals. So like they say, never trust a skinny chef.
Yeah, absolutely. But
unless
a
it's
chef
this
with
one,
a bottle, that is
good. And I just started when I was 15, and I tried getting out a couple times, but I think I'm geared to do it.
Draws you back.
Yeah, so I never got out of it too long, and
that's awesome.
Just work hard and.
Yeah. And it pays off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so what are we going to do now, Neil?
We're going to do a shrimp primavera.
Okay.
So we're going to use a little bit of like a liquid butter substitute.
Yep. Healthy start.
I'm going to put in our shrimp.
Now, I'm a little surprised at that. I would have thought that some of the vegetables would have taken longer to cook.
No, you can.
No?
We're going to put them in at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, we're going to be just using it just kind of like it is here.
Okay.
And our mushrooms in there, peppers.
Lots of color.
Yeah, and I'm going to chop up a little onion.
Now there's Spanish onion. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of the vegetables that we're using here today you can purchase right here at the farmer's market. Tuesdays and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
This is our fresh eggplant.
So you do take the...
yeah, you skin it,
okay.
Cut off the end and put it on its flat side and kind of peel it with a knife.
Okay.
And the eggplant doesn't...
And watch your finger.
Watch your fingers. Yeah. Do try this at home, but be careful.
That's right.
Just make sure your skin's off. Some people do eat the skin, but
yes.
We prefer not to do that.
Okay.
And we'll do a couple wedges like so.
Okay, so fairly large chunks.
Yeah, and we do about 8 pieces.
Okay.
And normally your eggplant is a little, when you get a riper one, you don't have to worry about it cooking too long. Sometimes they're a little more firm. You want to start them right off, put them right on the bottom of the pan.
Oh, okay.
So they start to kind of...
soften up a little bit.
Yeah, soften up, yeah.
Okay.
And so we let this cook about 3-4 minutes. Again, a medium heat. Try to have your pan a little bit heated ahead of time. You can hear it sizzling, so
yes.
that will help non-sticking, and
right.
you want to be able to cook quickly.
Sure. And
the longer you cook stuff, it kind of gets soft and,
right.
you know.
How do you know when to do the famous flip?
Well, we're going to look at our shrimp, and you'll start to see it turning pink.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And see, this is the
yes.
cooked side, so we
right.
can flip that.
Okay.
And like I say, the shrimp.
Can you smell it? It smells wonderful. Yes, it's very good.
You don't want to overcook your shrimp.
Okay.
Any seafood, you want to try and cook as quickly as possible.
Okay.
It's, stir
Makes
frying.
it tough if you.
Yeah, a little bit rubbery and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of loosen it a little bit like that.
Sure.
We're gonna add a touch of garlic.
Ooh. Always adds a nice flavor.
Yep. Kind of let that kind of cook in a second.
I think I'm picking up your passion for food.
See?
Yes, this is very exciting. Oh, that looks yummy. So you grew up in the area, right, Neil?
You're grew up in St. Clair.
St. Clair County guy?
And grew up in St. Clair, and my wife is from Romeo.
Not too far away.
And we pretty much, we used to own the Coney Island in St. Clair.
So a whole history of restaurant
work. Our fresh spinach.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's been a local boy. I moved out, went to Florida for a couple of years, but I grew up on the river and
missed the water.
Yeah. Well, I didn't live far from the ocean, but
yeah, but
fresh
it's
water is
different,
awesome.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
This is our homemade marinara. We're going to do about 4 ounces of this.
So is that 1 ounce a scoop?
This is a 2 ounce ladle.
Oh, 2 ounce, okay.
Yep. And then we're going to put a touch of the spinach.
Ooh, more color, yay.
Yep. And you can go a little extra in your spinach because once it starts to heat up, it kind of cooks down. So if you put too little, it's going to disappear. So.
Right.
Increase our heat a little bit to kind of sear and get quick.
Sure, this is looking very good.
Yeah, this is, like I say, this is one of the healthier dishes, so it really, it's one of the favorites. We also have eggplant parmesan at the restaurant, and that's, I guess that's kind of hard to get around here, so we get a lot of people that really do love that and come in especially for that.
Right.
We've been there in almost 9 years. We've had people that will come in and get the same thing over and over, and other people will come in and try something
everything different, right, right.
Some people can't get off the spaghetti and meatballs, you know. We do
well,
have...
if they're homemade.
Yeah, they are. They're like a 1/3 to a 1/4 pound. We actually, once we bake them in the oven, we seep them in the sauce, so when we serve it, they're right kind of soaked in the sauce.
Just sounds yummy and fabulous to have an Italian restaurant in town. We're really fortunate.
Well,
so we need to support Pompeii's.
Yeah, there's a lot of good local family-run things downtown.
Yes,
so
yes, it's awesome.
We try to even get around everybody too, and
absolutely.
You know, it's always nice to have a little bit different food. So,
sure.
You know, just come once a week.
That's right, once a week at work. This is looking, just absolutely wonderful. I don't know which one my favorite's going to be. Wow. This is tough.
Yeah, because you love artichokes.
I do, but this looks really yummy too.
Yeah, there's no spice in this one. The marinara is actually, I try to describe it as effervescent. The flavor is just, I mean, the flavor is great, but it's light, and people are really surprised when they are eating it that it's not a heavy sauce.
Right. Just as a reminder, these recipes will be available on PortHuronHospital.org and also downtownporthuron.org. And you can pick up one if you're here today in our live audience. And you can also watch these segments on YouTube probably the middle of next week.
All right, Denise, I think we're good.
We're good? Okay.
So, put it there in the bowl.
Before we close the show,
shrimp primavera.
Neil, it looks awesome. We'll taste that in a few minutes. But before we do that, just want to let everybody know that next week is the first annual offshore races sponsored by Port Huron and Sarnia. So we're not going to do the cooking show next week, but we'll be back August 13th with Tammy Korchak from the hospital, and she's going to be here with Chef Shell from Chef Shell's Catering. Neil, I want to thank you so much. This has been a blast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can't wait to try the next dish.
Beautiful setting, and
I know.
Can't beat the day.
Just couldn't have been better.
You did a great job.
Thank you. You did too. So that's it for now. We hope you'll join us next time. And in the meantime, remember to eat healthy.